Hello and welcome to Maggie's Gaming Channel. This is Magzie and we are back here on Final Fantasy 14. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. I'm here with Worgs.
Hello.
Last episode, my dumb person self accidentally deleted 2 episodes from the channel before we even got them uploaded. So we kind of had to finagle something last week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I can show you now. If we go to my character and we go to my screen here. If you guys didn't see, I have every class available to me right now. I believe there's 3 more that I can get. And that is Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian. And then there's, was it 5 or 6 that are locked behind the paywall, right?
They're locked until you purchase the full game.
And I did find out that Red Mage does use the same gear as my Black Mage, so I can just use my Red. I can actually play Red Mage too if I ever want to. But she's level 50 though, so.
That's one of the things I like about this game, is most of the armor sets are interchangeable between the classes.
So,
or between the roles, bad.
We'll see
Once we get later into the dungeon, it kind of starts to separate a little bit. But for right now, it works.
Well, we're close enough to be upgrading to, is it 240 gear? I think it's 240. One of the next towns we unlock in the MSQ has a vendor in it, and the gear's higher item level than the ones we got right now.
The highest we will have access to for a good little bit is going to be 130, and then once we make it into Heaven's Ward and start doing their stuff, we'll start getting into the 200s.
All I know is there's 3 vendors. Each one of them unlocks with the towns that come in the future MSQs. And the next one that unlocks for us is 230, 240 gear, somewhere around there. I don't remember the exact item number. I know it's at least 100 more than what we got now. I just don't remember where. Oh, I dyed my boots. I think it looks better pink than the black ones. The black ones would just throw me off. So now
you look like
her outfit looks right now, I think. So I'm happy with it.
You look like you're wearing a sleeper.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're supposed to be searching Stone Throw for someone, so let's fly over there real quick.
You
can speak up. You can speak up. Wife looked over here and was like, "Is that little tiny person your dad?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I always play little tiny people.
Listen, his original character was a kobold. If that tells you anything. You don't know what a kobold is? Imagine something roughly the size of our daughter, but like a mix between a rat and a reptile.
I tried to make it in this game, but it just doesn't feel right being that tall. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could try to play around with the race, this one, and try to get it looking koboldish.
Yeah, let me see. While this cutscene plays out,
I will see what I can do, guys. If I can finagle it, I'll make a little kobold in Final Fantasy. They do have kobolds in this game, but they don't look like kobolds, like D&D kobolds.
That's a kobold.
In D&D, guys, my kobold became a god, and
strongest things to walk the fucking planet. That's what
Yeah.
it did.
It originally okay. So originally he became a leech, so he wouldn't die, and then he cobalt. It was a mage sorcerer, I believe. What would you say? I didn't even know what he said.
Just another type of kobold.
Which one of these
Huh.
options am I supposed to select?
Uh, Either one of them will work.
Okay.
Anyway, for reference, baby. Dad's D&D character was Cobb, and Cobb was a kobold fighter originally, right? I'm not tripping.
Yes. Fighter, mage, sorcerer.
Yeah, it was a kobold fighter that multi-classed into a sorcerer, and he ended up making it a lich and basically made it the strongest unkillable thing on the planet. Are you
I
aware of what a lich is? Basically, you take a part of your soul and you stick it somewhere else, and the only way to actually kill you completely is to break the piece of your soul. And Dad took his and put it in a Tarrasque, which is literally the strongest monster in the game.
yeah. It was hard. I embedded it in the terrace, so it would always be
Yeah.
safe.
So
It
somewhere in the D&D universe, there's a little kobold walking around that's just
to be to be frank with you guys, it basically came to the point to where he left me being my character, and then it became part of the lore of D&D for our campaign. So like I brought him back every once in a while as like a story thing, and he gradually build up from there. Yeah, but
yep, household legend right there.
anyway, we're done. Search for merchant in the dispatch yard.
I'm over here standing next to him.
Are you?
This Kool-Aid hitting different today.
After all your upbringing and the way you were raised, the fact that you rely on Kool-Aid.
It's not even that I rely on Kool-Aid, it's I like caffeine, and I'm also a cheap fuck. So
Don't
it's
ask me why I
cheaper for me to
walk.
buy. Good question. It's cheaper for me to just buy Kool-Aid than it is for me to buy a 24 pack of Mountain Dews. That's only going to last me 3 days, whereas the Kool-Aid lasts about a week.
When my son was bringing up, we was really poor, and so Kool-Aid and tea was the main drink around the house.
Yep, Kool-Aid tea and lemonade.
Sometimes we mix the Kool-Aid with the tea.
Sometimes we use that shit for cereal.
Basically, what you can do, guys, is you can make tea and then sweeten it, and then you can put a half a packlet of Kool-Aid in it to make lemon tea, like the lemon Kool-Aid. It was the only pack. It was the only Kool-Aid the kids wouldn't drink, like just wouldn't drink it. So I was trying to come up with ways to use it without wasting stuff.
Mm.
I have to get some drink.
It tells me this guy's about to die.
What are the two sub races for
Shut up!
Lawfall? Oh! That did not hit him in the heart. What kind of sniper is this guy? I have been watching EVE Online videos lately.
Ew, why?
I love EVE Online. I don't like the PvP aspect of it, so I couldn't play it long term. But just the just getting a mining setup and just sitting there and just mining in space was very relaxing. I've played like 3 times I think over the years, different accounts. It gets very toxic sometimes.
Fortunately for me.
It's one of those games that kind of like people can get into it and like rule their life and stuff. So be careful. Report to Swift at the Halls of Flame. So back to Odom. You know what?
Old
Instead of doing that, I'm just going to use my return because I have my shit set there anyway.
Either way, it would have been a full free teleport, but
I had clicked on it. I had manually clicked on it, so it would have cost me.
he dead.
But how close are we to the next town?
We're it's gonna be a good little bit. I'll take strength.
Um, I don't know, honestly. Ninja's a dexterity, right?
Yes.
Then I'll go ahead and get that. That might be helpful to me in the future. Uh, Revolution. Okay. It was showing me something else, so.
Oh, I've been watching some D&D campaigns here recently, and one of the characters in one of the campaigns I'm watching is a monk or a druid multi-classed into a monk, and I live for that ideology. uh, where are we going?
It says speak to in
Oh,
Rural Promenade.
Chamber Rule.
So we need to go to the crystal. Yeah. Run!
Aye, aye, Captain. Ethernet. Yeah, I have all of these unlocked save for 2.
If you unlock all of them, it lets you get free ports to certain areas.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and went through and did the one I didn't have all of them unlocked in. Gotta remember if I ever do another tune to go ahead and do that first before I start. As you're doing the MSQ, because if you've been watching the series, you know this. It basically has a quest to go through all the different starter towns. So you're going to be teleporting to all of them anyway, no matter which one you start at. So you might as well go through and when you teleport there for the quest, go through and get all the aetheryte crystals unlocked. Okay. I don't really need you, so should I get versatility, vitality in mind?
Uh, I'm not really sure.
Cinema.
Voice active. It makes you feel
Commander
any better.
Swift has kept us apprised of
Good.
your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
Yeah, you got a traitor in your midst.
This information does not leave this room. The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Yep. Cinema in the cinema. We're breaking the fourth wall here.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of
kill it.
preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
I can't stop thinking about
By
that.
inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
An Oligon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Oligon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cotonou Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon, one which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides. Which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to
You know
have
what I
it.
want?
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces
What's
behind
that?
Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
Like a cinema sins version of these cinemas.
Tis in acknowledgement
Shut
of his
the fuck
own limitations that he seeks this power.
It would be great.
Orbititus all
I'm
should
gonna
we
go ahead and
allow
grab
him
this
to have
quest
it.
and skip the cutscene because I just got mail and I want to know what it is.
Okay.
Pray waste no
So,
time
feel free to
chasing
watch.
rats. Only a fool
I'm
would
watching
believe
just for
that
them.
secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
He's my dog, Mom. I'll do it.
Okay. New quest. Oh, guys, I'll probably put a vote up on the channel soon. I already know I'm going to do Ninja next. That'll give me a ranged for you guys. You'll see a ranged in action, and then we're going to do a melee, so you guys will see a melee in action. And then, although I will have to get it up to 50, so I might have to do a couple of videos on Tuesday and Thursday of leveling it, so you guys can see it that way. But we'll get it up and we'll start using it in these MSQ quests. But after that, I'm gonna probably put a vote up on the channel what I do next, either a healer or a tank.
I'm waiting for you at Mordoa.
Okay, it's more cinemas. Let me speed this along. If you guys want to read that, make sure you pause the video. Any day now. Okay. Teleporting. I'm kind of upset because if I'd have got to do my dailies last night, when I done them today, I would have been 35. Or, I'm sorry, 67.
I was about to say, weren't you just like higher level than that?
Yeah, I'm derping up hard today. In case you guys wonder, we're doing these videos on Sunday like usual, and I just worked, so I haven't actually slept yet. Usually I get a nap before I start making the videos, but I didn't have time today. Oh yeah, we got to go into the actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I talk to my wife about this game and the aspects of it and the game mechanics of it, it's more and more just makes her not want to play it.
Like if she actually gave it a shot, I think she'd be okay. But
I kind of would like to have like an MMO we could all play as a family. Doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon.
not if they keep dropping trash ass shit like they've been dropping.
Well, that and some of the ones they were working on that was supposed to be really good have been either postponed or
Absolute dog water.
dropped. If you don't hurry up and level up, I'm gonna beat you in HP.
That'd be alright. You'll get synced back down anyway.
What is this? It's about time for me to buy another piece of gear for my ninja. The voice acted cutscenes are so freaking random. You never answered my question. What's the two subclasses for Lalafell?
Fucked it. I don't know.
Not subclasses, subraces.
I don't know. I don't play them. I don't.
Why? They're great.
No.
I'm gonna let this auto scroll real quick, guys. I'm gonna look it up. How do you spell Lalafell? How do you spell that? I got it. It popped up.
L-A-L-A-F-E-L?
Yeah. Plains folk and dunes folk. Rested. See, they do have kobolds in the game. They're just NPC stuff.
What did you say?
There's kobolds in the actual game, this game, but they're not like the D&D ones.
Yeah, they're kind of iffy in this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Look. That's funny. Hold on, guys.
Bet you she got off.
I think you just ruined my video. Yeah, I can't pause it either because I'm in a cinema. No, it's fine.
Oh, hit the space bar.
Hit the space bar?
Hit the space bar.
Okay, that works. I'll see you guys in a second. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I think we might get copyright struck.
Nah, I think it'll be okay.
I don't know. It played a good long clip of it.
Just rips the fucking mic out of the computer.
If y'all are confused, I set songs to my family as their ringtones, and that's my wife's ringtone.
Alright, I'll meet you in Gridania.
We are at 30 minutes. Did you want to stop here? Do you want to go to Gridania first? What?
We're gonna go ahead and turn in that quest and get the next quest, because the next quest will be a trial, if memory serves correct.
Why do I always do this? Just go to the next area. You don't have to go all the way out first.
Apparently, I'm waiting for you to load in.
Yep. And there you are. Run.
Yeah, just talk to this guy, and then we can end it here and continue in the next episode.
So we're gonna wait to get the next quest, or go ahead and get the next quest.
No, it's a quest chain, so he's gonna send us to do a bunch of shit, and the next person's gonna send us to do a bunch of shit, and then we'll be doing the trial.
Oh, so now it says speak to Kim C at Lotus Strand. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hop on over here.
God damn it! Took a step. There we go. So, guys, if you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out the channel with YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notifications when I have new videos out, all you got to do is go to my page, hit the subscribe button, set your settings, and come check out the videos. Any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in the comments down below. I'll skip something. If you do like this episode, you want to share it with your friends, tell them what you like at the share tab down below. There's links there, social media site. There's a link there for you to copy and post on YouTube community page. Any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in the comments down below. Before we say goodbye, I will be starting a new series on the 17th. It's actually going to be on the 16th because we're going to start the thing and get everything up and running, get everything set up. It's going to be a challenge run on Star Trek Online. And we're going to do each one of the factions. So, Klingon, Star Trek, and Romulan. And it's going to be a small craft run, so we can only use small craft. We can't use any of the any tier spaceships besides small craft. So, and we are outlawing the use of shuttlecraft. So we're gonna purchase one of the little small crafts from the shop and run through each one of the factions with that only. I've done it in the past. Once we get up to max rank, we're allowed to get ships, regular ships. So it'll be fun. And hopefully you guys enjoy that. Because of that, we will be doing episodes every single day this week of Path of Exile. So I'm trying to get that one as far up into the acts as possible for you guys for you guys' enjoyment. And you will get 2 episodes on the weekends coming up this weekend also. So that being said, we gotta see you guys later.
Goodbye.